Oh gosh, I'm gonna get used to this. That was just, come on, sort yourself out. Oh, gosh. How you doing, guys? And I'm back reacting to some more scary animations. How many have I done this week? I'm just getting addicted to these. Here we go then. Free compilation, scary animation stories to react to, guys. You know the drill. Like the video because you know you're gonna enjoy it. And don't forget, subscribe and keep your door open so then the post notifications. 3, 2, 1, let's go. The ghost in my friend's flat. There's a ghost in my friend's flat. Dubai! Burj Khalifa! There's no ghosts in Dubai, I don't care. Do you believe in ghosts, guys? Come on, do you believe in ghosts? Comment down below if you believe in ghosts. I don't. Oh no. Ooh, things just like appearing and disappearing like Diet Cokes. Ooh, disappearing Diet Cokes. Oh. Disappearing. Oh wow, that was nice. Hot today, guys. Okay, let's go. Oh my gosh, there's no window. There's no window in the bathroom. Ooh, that's giving me chills already. Hold on a minute, has his friend just told him there's ghosts in his room like he already knew about it, or have I just misheard? I mean, if that's the case, you're not a good friend. You already know you got ghosts in your room and you let your friend come in.
I freaked out.
Weirdo.
At first, I didn't believe him. However, then next his mother and father explained the paranormal activities which had taken place there since—
What? There's a ghost in the room, your son knows, parents knows, friend comes in and then you tell him, oh, enjoy your stay. Oh, come on, have fun in the room with ghosts. Weirdo.
He moved into that place. His father was making a burrito in the kitchen one day, and suddenly a call came for him. He kept the burrito on the stove and attended the call. After attending the call, when he came back, he was surprised to find out that the burrito was burning down in flames from the stove. But he said he was definitely sure that he hadn't turned on the stove yet. Another day, while his mother was cooking food, suddenly she felt as if someone was choking her by holding her throat from behind, and she—
Oh my gosh, did you see that? A ghost got from— I'll demo it. How do you do it? Hold on, from behind. How does it work? Is it one of them ones? No. I don't know if that worked. A bad attempt. Here we go.
Fled out of the kitchen with a scream. The same day, while they were sleeping at night, they heard sounds from the bathroom. And when they checked it out, they found all the things, such as bottles of toilet cleaner and other things, had been scattered inside the bathroom. And that story made me suddenly freeze. This was the exact same incident which occurred to me. They had called some group of ghost hunters and—
Ghost hunters? Do they exist? Can you actually get ghost hunters? I'm sure that's a film. That's not real life, is it? Do people come around your house and hunt for ghosts? Look
some
how they're
sort of
dressed.
rituals, and found out that 2 people—
Oh, massacre! Oh! Oh! I'm just going to press pause and think, you guys, I don't want to see that screen again. Oh, okay. Not pause, play. I've done it.
People had been murdered by someone. To know if this was true, they went to the flat owner, and he said just the same thing like the ghost hunters, and apologized for giving them this room. They moved out the next day after my visit to their house. Well, to this day, I still wonder what would have happened to me if I had stayed there for some more time.
Did you just hear the noise at the end?
There for some more time.
Oh, that's like bones cracking and— ooh. Yeah, sorry. My old haunted house.
My name is Max. I live in the center of the city now, but a few years back I lived in an old house on a somewhat sketchy street. But that doesn't mean I was poor. The house was ugly for
That's just telling you a story. I mean, if you live across the road and you look out your window, imagine getting up in the morning, open the curtains, sun's beaming, you go, and you see that? You're keeping your curtains closed all the time.
Where should my dad do a reaction video next? He's done it in the BFTs, he's done it in his bed, he's done it in the room. You guys can decide. Comment below.
And it was built before World War II, but clean, warm, and cozy inside. Although many people have died in it there.
Oh gosh.
I always believed in ghosts because of all the weird incidents that happened. Like one time, at night, me and my mom were sitting in a room. It was pitch black outside the room we sat in.
Oh.
Suddenly, we heard someone was tripping over, falling in the kitchen.
We
also heard
stories.
things like plates fall down and shatter.
God, that's Logan Paul. He's smashing plates. He's there. He's the ghost. Logan Paul's the ghost. Because I don't think you good, bro.
But when we walked outside, nothing was there. Everything was in its place. And we were so scared about what was going on. A few years later, I had a dream. Me and my mom were walking down a path, and suddenly we stopped, and I heard a voice saying, "Bridge." I felt something knocking on my back 3 times, and I woke up scared. Nothing was there, so I didn't think of it that much and went back to sleep. However, after that night, this dream appeared again and again. The voice said various things that I don't remember, and one time it said something about my mom's death. It always ended with something knocking on my back 3 times.
Oh.
It was creepy.
Ooh, tell me about it.
One time, me and my mom sat in a room and talked about ghosts, and I told her about what I'd been dreaming. Mom went silent for a second, and she confided in me that once she was sitting with a friend, and he said something not too nice to her, just for fun. She got angry and screamed, "Shut up," in a male voice, and she didn't remember that. When she described the voice, it reminded me that the voice sounded just like the voice in my dreams.
Oh, mate.
In 2017, she passed away because of cancer.
Terrible.
She died in the same
She's
room,
got no eyes! She's got no eyes! Ugh.
in the same house where I got those nightmares. After that, I moved out to another place a few years ago.
Damn right you did! Far away as well! Not in the neighborhood, not in the city, not in the country. Gone!
So I don't live in that house anymore. But I still believe in ghosts. That they exist. And they are real.
I mean, come on guys, do you believe in ghosts? I need to see in the comments down below. I need to see in the comments down below. Do you know what else I'm asking you to do, guys, for me? Please, comment down below if you've put your notifications on. Comment down below if you've subscribed. I want to see the real hardcore fans. Because on all these channels, we've got the Wilson family, we've got Tiana Wilson, and we've got the new gaming channel coming soon. That's when we're going to start doing all the new giveaways and all the cool stuff we've got planned. We're just doing all these planning behind the scenes, guys. It's going to be amazing. In about a month's time, we should be all organised on all them channels, and we're all going to have some fun. And we're going to go for a, I was going to say we're all going to go to a party. Yeah, but if we don't, we're drinking these. So do that for me, guys. Okay, last episode of the compilation. True airport horror story. Excuse me.
It was the spring of 2017. I was flying out to Chicago for a job interview. It was around 11 p.m. and I was sitting in my gate at the San Francisco International Airport.
This guy's got to be weird next to you. I know he is, I can tell.
A storm was raging outside. Rain pouring down the windows as everyone was bundled up on the seats and keeping to themselves. I was just scanning the rows of people in seats sleeping, on laptops or phones, and wearing earbuds before I knew—
Not earbuds, they're earpods. Even I know that, they're not earbuds. Pods, pod, bud, no. Pod, yeah.
This one guy.
Just thought I'd let you know.
He was—
Oh, wow, that's a big smile on that dude. Zoom in on that face. It's weird.
Sitting in the farthest corner of the gate by the corridor, with no one else sitting around him. He was not on his phone or wearing headphones like everyone else. He has this huge, crooked grin plastered on his face, and he's staring directly at me. He looked pretty average in terms of looks and what he was wearing.
He's got a suit on. If he closed his mouth and just sorted the face out, you would say he's a businessman or something like that with a briefcase. But no, he looks a proper freak.
That grin was so creepy, it was beginning to make me bricks.
Excuse me?
I turned away and pretended I hadn't seen him. but the fact that he was staring at me made me continuously turn to eye him back without realizing.
Oh, have you ever done that, guys? You've been in a situation where you kind of glance over and you see someone who's a bit out of place. You look and you like see the eye contact coming back at you. Then you like look away. Then you just, I don't know, have some food or something because you're at a restaurant maybe. Then you just, and it's still there, staring. Oh, it's the worst. Tingles at the back of your neck, all hairs stand up. You just want to disappear behind the table.
Eventually, they called our gate and I boarded the plane. I took my seat in the business class right by the window and went on my phone, checking Instagram and texting friends. I did not see the creepy man boarding.
Is there?
An hour later, we were up in the sky. Sometime through the flight, I got up to use the bathroom, and as I was finishing up in there, someone knocked on the door.
It's him.
I called out, "Occupied," but the person continued knocking repeatedly and aggressively. As I was washing my hands, I ignored it, hoping it would go away, but it didn't. So I opened the door to make some ballsy remark, but froze when I saw who was in front of me.
Oh gosh, I've got to get used to this. That was just, come on, sort yourself out. Oh,
Sit on his face. Quickly, I pushed past him and walked to my seat, not glancing behind me. The rest of my flight went normal except for the fact that I couldn't get him off my mind.
Oh gosh,
as soon as we landed in Chicago, I was the first to get my suitcase down from the overhead luggage and the first off of that airplane.
Oh, that
I called an Uber as I walked to the airport parking lot. It was 12 p.m. in Chicago. The Uber came and I drove to my hotel. And as I checked into my room, I realized something horrible.
No, he's not.
My wallet was missing. I don't know where I could have left it. So I called the airport and asked them to search the plane. They did so and got back to me a few hours later saying they found nothing.
Oh no, 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 oh no. I can just feel, I can feel where this is going. He's gonna knock on the door. I've got your wallet. I'll keep it.
I drove back to the airport and spent the whole rest of the day searching and turning up nothing. My only theories were I had somehow left it at San Francisco or it had been stolen.
Where is it?
I was able to recover and spent 3 more days walletless in Chicago. But you know what? Here's the scary part.
Oh no.
When I got back to San Francisco and drove to my house, I discovered something disturbing. My door was unlocked, and my entire house was trashed.
Oh!
Everything had been broken, and anything worth a slight amount of value had been taken. I checked my security footage and was able to identify the intruder as the grinning man from the airport who, sure enough,
I knew it was him! I knew it was him! Did you know it was him, guys?
Had my wallet and therefore my keys. I called the police, who found his fingerprints all over my house. The only scary thing was that the prints did not match anyone on record.
Oh, mate. That's it. Here we go. That's the 3rd one I've done, guys. That's it. That's it. Okay. But I will announce right now to you guys that I may be doing a reaction video this evening, not in the BFTs, in the jacuzzi. Evening, night time, or dark. Bubbles going reaction to a scary animation. Let me know down below any places you want me to react in. Let's do this. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, notification bell on, please.